Hello. This is my first really late night live in a long time, and I was just having so much fun watching a movie with my kids. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go live and I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. So it looks like there's quite a few people on Facebook, so we'll see. I got sunburnt this weekend. It's crazy. Hello. Oh my gosh, there are some late nighters out there. It's like 10:30 here. Hi, Cindy. Yeah, it's like 9:30 where you're at. Hello. I'm so excited for next month's Stone, just so you know. It's kind of cool. Well, hello, Mr. Rob. How are you? Maybe I'll catch some people that I never catch on a live and we can figure out something really cool to talk about. It's been kind of a crazy day. It's Monday, which there's always lots of stuff that happens on Monday. Some really great conversations today. We are all just working on our own passion, right? We're all, talk about pent-up emotions and releasing. I've been reading the Emotional Code. It's so good, huh? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Dr. Bradley Nelson is amazing. Hello, Tiffany. How are you? Okay, so I don't really know what to talk about on this live, but I've been going live every single day, and it's because I'm part of a network marketing company that has incredible training. And one of the things that they train us on is how to actually start vlogging, and that's what lives are basically, right? As you go on and you create value, and sometimes I'm funny and sometimes I pull cards and sometimes I give insight and sometimes you just get Amanda, right? Like just this crazy version of me. Hello, Michael. How are you? I think that we're all working on figuring ourselves out, right? Like, so much of what we go through in our life is an angry face. I love that. Is to just try to get to happy, right? I'm reading a book called Feelings Buried Alive, Never Die, and it's amazing too. I actually have that book right on my bookshelf. My friend actually wrote that book. It's a very good book. It's all about, isn't that the one about addictions and stuff? I would love for you to pull cards, Crazy Moon Phase. I'm going to start going really like a lot more live in my Straight Path to Your Human Experience group. And we are actually going to do a workshop. So for those of you guys that have been following me for a little while, I'm this close to my master's, but I need to do like an online training and I have to charge a fee for it. So I'm thinking about doing like a 3-day gratitude course, like a 3-day workshop, and actually giving people like the first steps to creating, the life you want. And that starts with vision, right? Hey, Chelsea's up too. Oh my gosh. Let's see. There's a few of you on. You guys pound the heart buttons for me real quick. Add you to the group. I totally can, Rita. I would love to. By the way, how are you? I haven't seen you on Facebook in a long time. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that because so much of my life shifted when I found gratitude, right? Like so much of my life, I didn't even realize I was being ungrateful. And now I can see how a lot of people, when they start their gratitude journey, it's not even what they think it'll be, right? You start with silly things like, counting 10 things you're grateful for and picking 3 people and putting a picture of them and finding out, I'm so thankful and grateful for my mom because she raised me and put up with me and all of my craziness, right? Hi, Ashley. How are you? That would be amazing. Okay, I'm just going to do it. I am this close to my master's. Like literally as soon as I do this course and I have people pay me to do a workshop, and I kept thinking, should I do like a card pulling workshop, or should I teach people how you too could be intuitive, or, whatever. And I have a mentor, I have a coach, and she's absolutely amazing. And she's constantly doing workshops and she's constantly going live in her spiritual groups, and she has all this cool stuff, right? And today she told me, she said, Amanda, you just got to get back on the horse. Like seriously, you fell off for a minute, but it's just time to get back on it. It's, that's what we do when we heal. And for those of you guys that have ever been on a healing journey, I've been watching quite a few people's lives, and I love this live video thing because you're getting to see the insides of what you would think is like these perfect people's lives, or, whatever. Connecting with Angels Workshop, I thought about doing something like that, like getting in touch with your higher self, because when I met my higher self, literally the craziest thing I've ever been through. And I was like, whoa, this is like, this is legit, right? When I started channeling, oh my gosh, like I was like, I need to go see a preacher. Like, this is crazy. What is going on with me? But when I actually looked up because I channel eunuch, it's like a consciousness eunuch. I looked it up, and that's like Mother Mary's mother's name. And I was like, okay, God, I get it. It's a sign, whatever. But hi, Jessica. That's one of the things that I have to do for my mentor, for my master's degree in metaphysics. I can marry people. I'm like, what do they call that? An ordained minister or something. It's actually been a pretty intense college class, and we could talk about that, right? Like, I just wanted to kind of increase my abilities in understanding humans. And I've taken psychiatry classes. I've been to 1,000 counselors in my own life, right? Because I was messed up, after the military, and, when I was married to my first husband and all that stuff. And so I just wanted to kind of understand the psyche, right? Our human, like the emotion. We have this emotion that it comes through us. Nobody thinks like you. Nobody thinks like me. And you can have 5 people have the exact same experience, and you will get 5 different versions of the story. And it is their truth, right? Like, so I was like, that's why I wanted to start this. I started college in 2012. I was not persistent or dedicated about it at all. And about 2 years ago, I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get my master's in this. And so I paid the money for it, and I just started just driving it hard into the ground, reading and reading and reading, taking all kinds of tests and studying and highlighting and journaling and all this stuff. And it has led me on this pretty cool spiritual journey, because I think a lot of us go through a lot of shit so that we can help other people, right? I've never thought that my story's amazing and, I went through all this stuff so I can be like, oh yeah, look what I went through. No, everything I go through, it's like, holy crap. And then I'll be talking to a friend, and they'll be telling me the same story. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just went through this. Here's a book you should read. And then when I stepped into actually being a coach, it was like, maybe I am supposed to like turn around and assist people in their journey, right? I don't do any healing. Anybody, if you ever go to a healer and it says, you need me to heal you, I'm sorry. They don't do the healing. They facilitate in the healing. You do it on your own. You don't ever have to hire somebody. You don't ever have to, do that. But it's easier. It's definitely more graceful if you have somebody that can kind of check your story at the door and be like, hello, that's kind of a thing called pride, aka ego, that is talking to you. Like, let's look at that. Let's turn that around a little bit. Or, you're kind of in victim mode. Like, I love you, but let's work on not being the victim in this story, and let's turn it into victorism. And is that even a word? Victorism? Anyway, let's turn it into you becoming a victor in this situation. And let's change it up a little bit. And let's get you to have this new vision about what you want to have in your life, right? Which is how I stepped into being an actual coach. I've been coaching people for 10 years. Did I know I was coaching people? Kind of, but not really, right? I always thought I was just like a network marketing mentor. But when people started coming to me and asking for all this help and guidance, like I had people that were recovering addicts asking me for guidance. I've never been a recovering addict, but I could point them in the direction of getting themselves connected to earth, right? Grounding themselves and getting them connected to their version of God, or their version of their ascended masters or guides or angels or whatever you want to call it, whatever relates with you. That's what gets me fired up, is watching people. And I have a lady, and she literally came to my doorstep bawling hysterics, hadn't showered, had been sober for like a week, on the verge, man, like really on the verge. And she said, I just need help. I did a Reiki session on her. We walked through some stuff. I gave her a journal, and I said, I really hope this helps you. But every time you think that your life is falling apart, just remember it's falling together, and write your thoughts out. I think it's been like 8 months, 9 months now. And I get messages from her like at least once a week, thanking me for helping her. It wasn't me, it was her. She just happened to be in alignment with me at the time. And all of a sudden now her entire life has changed, right? And it's absolutely amazing when you align yourself with what it is you are supposed to do, right? Like I get really frustrated when I see people beating their heads up against a wall and they refuse to do something different, right? Like I can tell they're overwhelmed. I can tell they're stressed. I can tell there's so much going on in their life. And if they would just change their focus just a little bit. But it's hard, right? We get so stuck in our stories, and we get so stuck in our situation, and we get so used to the misery that, you know, if your life is perfect and you've got it figured out, I give you kudos. I really do. And if you don't think you need healing and you don't want to fix yourself and all that stuff, I give you kudos. But I have never met anyone that has it all figured out. I've never met anyone that isn't like, you know, I just wish I could fix this, right? Like I've been working on betrayal. I had no idea I would work through these betrayal situations or experiences going on in my life. No idea. And it literally rocked my whole world for a minute. But now it's been a while. I've done a lot of work. You know, I have a mentor, I have a guide, I have a coach. I also have all these amazing people that support me no matter what kind of a mood I'm in. And pretty soon the hope starts to come back, right? I started painting again. I got into a new network marketing company that has absolutely changed my life, because in literally a short amount of time, I've been able to help my family and supplement our income from leaving that last thing I was a part of, right? That is a huge blessing. But the best part about it is I get to be me. I get to be me. I was going to have my kids come on live with me before they go back to school and just have them tell you how different our life is, right? Like mommy is home. Mommy and daddy do fun things together. Does it matter what MLM she is wanting to help others? Oh, I don't talk about my company. You know, I mean, I'll talk about it. Why don't I ever share what company I'm with? I don't share what company I'm with because if you're interested in the actual company, you'll come to me. I'll tell you what it is and you can Google it. Like, I'm not worried about you Googling it. That's not it at all. I don't want to become an infomercial for my company. I'm an infomercial for myself. And not even that, right? I hope I create value for you guys. I hope that me spending time on lives and coming to people in these situations, and, you know, I pull cards for people in my group. We do healings. We do all kinds of stuff. And I hope that it creates value for you. When I see people, when I see people on Facebook, I love it when they're not blasting their brand all over the place, right? They're not blasting the company they're attached to. I like to get to know the person. I'm not my network marketing company. I use my network marketing company's product. I love it. It's helped me lose a ton of weight. I feel amazing, right? You guys can see I don't have any makeup on. I mean, the difference in my life versus how it was 100 days ago has been insane, right? But the reason I don't talk about it is because I don't want every time somebody comes on to say, oh God, she's just talking about her product again. No. This life is kind of like a shoot for the shit, whatever. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. But it's interesting to see the different ways that people brand themselves. And the company that I'm with actually trains us not to mention our company, not to mention our brands, because we are branding ourselves, right? Like when I see people, I want them to think that I'm a coach or I can help them, or they could reach out to me if they're suicidal or if they're depressed, or if they're in a unsafe situation, that they can reach out and know that I'm a human and I would help them and not just try to sell them a product, right? Like that's why I don't do it. I don't know why other people don't do it. And I've seen people, they're like, they just want you to Google it so that you make money off of, or they make money off of you. I'm going to make my money regardless. Like, it doesn't matter to me, right? I don't just have one supplement of income, right? Like, that's why I did this major shift. That's why I chose the time I did. December 20th changed everything for our energy. Like, the whole world shifted. The barometric pressure shifted. Like, this is scientific stuff. And by the time I had it all figured out, April was the month for me to make that huge change. And it has been the best thing that I've ever done. So, yeah, that's why I don't do it. I'm glad you love our group. Oh my gosh, thanks, Ashley. And you know, I kind of have this whole feeling like it doesn't matter what company you promote. I'm still going to love and support you when you succeed. Just like I'll be there for you when you're failing. Like, I don't care what company. I wasn't asking why you don't talk about it every time. I was just curious why the name is never mentioned. Yeah, good. I hope I covered that, Gentry. If I didn't, I could dive in a little bit more. That's a good idea. Do you guys have questions? Like, why did you step into a coach, Amanda? Because I was tired of like being attached to a certain type of company. Hey, Josh, I was just painting. I wish I could bring it out here. It's so pretty. It's really big and long. It's the biggest painting I've ever done. And all I have done is the background. And I'm so excited about it. And I got my new backgrounds. Here's a sneak peek. This one's kind of cool. What do you think that one is? Ooh. Oh, I'm so glad, Gentry. I love that name, by the way. And then here's the other one. I think this is the one we're going to put up next. I think it might be a heart. I think it is. Can you guys see that? because it's all about love, right? Okay, there's quite a bit of you guys on. You want me to pull you some cards real quick? I'm not going to bed anytime soon, so I could pull you some cards. Who's never had their cards pulled? Let's talk about that. I'm pretty visual. Yeah, and Joshua actually painted my very first painting for me. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like 6 by 8 feet or something. I had a vision in my head, couldn't figure out how to do it myself. Told him about it, came out absolutely perfect. I get more compliments on it than any other painting in my house. And then I got invited to go to a paint party, and that is what sparked my whole painting adventure. And now I think I've done over like 50 or 100 or whatever. Okay, let me see. I think my cool cards are all upstairs, but I got like 60,000 decks down here. Not really that many, but okay. So for those of you guys that have paradigms about cards, oh my gosh, Arizona, I love you. I'm so excited to see you soon. So these are cards, okay? Now, there's a lot of thoughts about cards, but these cards have literally taken me out of the, yeah, it is awesome, huh, Josh? Okay, so these cards, and not necessarily this deck, but there's lots of different decks, right? Like I have a Jesus deck sitting right here. This is like loving words from Jesus. I wish you guys, I didn't have to touch that for you to see it. So this is like loving words of Jesus. I've got decks of cards that are like, you know, Esther and Jerry Hicks, yeah, well-being cards. I mean, I could pull so many out. Wisdom for healing. Nature's Whispers. This one's kind of cool. But basically what I did is I just needed some guidance, right? I just needed something to show me that I was going to be okay. The romance angels. Woo. And they just give you some pretty, hi Nikki, some pretty good advice, right? Like you're on the right path, or hey, maybe you should look at this situation a little different, or have you thought about maybe calling a friend, or, you know, pay attention to your dreams, because right now it's a really good time for you to pay attention to your dreams. Okay, so the deck I'm using right now is called Angels of Abundance, which who doesn't like money? Pound those hearts for me if you guys like money. I'll talk about it. And it's by Doreen Virtue, and she's actually pretty cool. So I'm going to pull this for Tiffany, because I think I saw, was it Tiffany? Let's see. I got to go back up here. You guys commented a lot. Yeah, Tiffany Angus. You've never had cards pulled. Well, thank you very much for allowing me into your space. I will pull you just one little lovely card, and it will just give you some positivity, essentially. I don't pull cards and tell people like any crazy stuff. I don't read a crystal ball, even though I've got like 100 of them. And it's just kind of fun. So, okay, here we go, Tiffany. And I always have people when I read cards in front of them is to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. We do not breathe enough on the planet anyway. We need to actually breathe. And so a lot of times people aren't grounded. And as soon as I tap into your energy, I can tell that you've had a lot going on in your mind. You might have actually just gone through kind of a stressful situation. I don't know if that's with your health or somebody in your family, but I just want to kind of bring you to this wonderful place we call Earth, right? So deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I always like to make that sound, and it kind of puts me in my chair, right? It's like, wow, it's so good. Okay, so here we go. And I always tell people the cards talk to me, because sometimes when you look at cards, they'll actually jump out at you, or like they'll tell me when they're done being shuffled, right? They're kind of just stick together. And then this card is actually just kind of sticking out a little bit. So, partnership. This card is for you, Tiffany. And I'm going to go down and see if you've commented. Oh, yes, I love my crystals too. Okay, so this is for you, Tiffany. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties will benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and a person who brings needed skills and resources. So start looking for, like, you know, maybe me, people on YouTube, on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Like they say something and it just kind of hits you, right? So this is actually just a really good reminder that there's lots of really good people in the world, and they are all assisting you, right? Like I always make a joke that there's 7 billion angels on the planet, because really we're all walking angels. If you've done something nice for somebody, you've been their angel, right? If you helped an old lady cross the street, or pushed a grocery cart back into the bin or something like that, you were a walking angel for that person. If you volunteer or any of that stuff. So just start looking for them. They're coming. I love this picture. It's just a really beautiful reminder that we're really never alone, ever. I mean, we might feel lonely at times, but we're really only just one prayer away from feeling like we're not alone. So I hope that helps you. And that's just a quick one. I do 8 card pulls. Those are about an hour long. I do Zooms. And those, I did hit everything on the head. Well, I'll send you lots of love for your stressful situation. I don't know what it is, but, and I hope that you continue and move forward with grace and flow through life, because it's a beautiful thing. See, cards aren't that bad, right? It's all about positive inspiration. So a little plug here, you guys. I do have a website. I do charge for card readings. I do an 8 card pull. It takes about an hour. I Zoom it and record it, and I go way in depth. Like 3 of the cards are the past, like where you came from in your mindset, and then the next 2 to 3 cards are like where you're at right now, like the situation you're going through or how you're thinking. Or like I got kind of stuck in my thoughts for the past couple days, like because I went through this major healing, and then all of a sudden I was peaceful and I was happy and I was blissful, and I was like, whoa. I almost felt like I was in like the vortex. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Spiderwick Chronicles, but like those little fairies that are all over the place and they kind of take his brain away. That's kind of how I felt for the last couple days. And I was like, but this is so happy here, and I just like it so much. And I was like, but wait, you got work to do, woman. Like, get back out there and start helping people. And so that's what I love to do. And that's kind of what the cards tell you, right? My cards were like, Kay, it's time to get out of meditation. Kay, it's time to put some work into action. Kay, it's time to start, doing something. And then my coach today was like, hello. Get your butt back on the horse. It's time to go to work. You have so much coming for you. Yes, I totally can. I don't know how to comment. Let me see. Nope, that's my email address. Hang on. There it is. Hey, look at that. Okay, that's my website. I do have specials, so if you message me or email me, you can always get a hold of me on Facebook. I've been stuck lately. Can you pull a card? I would love to pull a card for you, Josh. Let me go back up here real quick and see. I think Arizona wanted a card. Yes, I see Arizona. Okay, Arizona, I'm going to pull you a card. Then I'm going to pull Ashley a card. And then, okay. So Arizona, this is for you. I already know you're super grounded. I love being around Arizona because, her energy is amazing. She's such an old, old, old soul. So I would love to pull you a little bit of a guidance card. Here we go. Oh yeah, and look at that. It just pops right up. See this card right here? So after I shuffle it a couple times, that's how I know. Like the cards are talking to me, right? Sometimes I spread them out and then they'll look different. I can almost feel their energy, which everybody can do this. Like go to your local holistic shop and look at the decks of cards. And when one stands out to you, go home and play with it. Okay, declutter, which you're already doing this. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away the clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So I think that's just, you're on the right track and doing the right stuff, Arizona. Look at how pretty that card is. She's super balanced right on the moon. And I always love your energy because it's always like, you already know stuff. And sometimes it's just about, oh my gosh, maybe I should go take that box back to the place. Or maybe I should go, do that. You already know this stuff. So it's just kind of a cool, affirmation for you that you're working on it. Okay, Ashley, this one's for you, babe. I always like to clear. Arizona has really powerful energy. So anytime I tap into her space, I always get so it's really good energy because I love Arizona. Okay. The person. I love the state too, but Arizona is one of my humans. Okay. All right, Ashley, this one is for you. Ooh, I instantly feel like this is relationships. This is all about love, relationships, like connection. I don't know. Are you married? I feel like there is somebody in your space. But anyway, it's like a super strong, I don't know if you've been thinking about relationships or you've been going through some stuff with relationships, but this is like, it's instant, right? I can feel this in my heart and I can also feel this in my solar plexus. So it's like right, just bam, it hits you. Relationship stuff. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyously to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. And know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, and money or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So this is kind of like, let me ask you a question, because I feel like this is way relationship involved. You just went through stuff. Ooh, deja vu is awesome. Let's see. Okay, Ashley, will you comment? Are you in a relationship right now? This card might be just kind of a guidance for you. And I know there's a 30-second lag on Facebook, which, why did they do that? Oh man, I wish I had that much money to set up an appointment. I have specials going on, so message me. My website gets updated. My dear friend Christy Perkins messages it, and she just got out of surgery. So if you're curious about a package, message me on Facebook, and I have specials going on all the rest of this month. Like my coaching, my personal coaching package is You Are Married. Okay, so I think that this is about communing together, like doing something that is fun together. Give joyfully to organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, money, supplies, and other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So really connecting with your husband right now, right? Like super connecting, kind of try to do something fun. Like maybe you do a 5K or go for a walk for a cause, or there's something along this where you guys need to spend some time together. Just the two of you. So there you go. Okay. And I think I said Joshua next, right? Josh. It says Joshua's paintings. I actually want to switch decks for you, Josh. Don't mind me while I play with all my cards for a sec. I wish I had my other deck down here. I didn't think I was going to pull cards for you guys tonight. All right, let's see. Can you hear all those cards, you guys? Oh my gosh. All right, I am going to do this Gaia deck for you, Josh. This deck is pretty cool. The pictures, like you'll appreciate the art on here. Like this is just a card, but the art is, it's really bold. Sometimes when I look at this, it's almost like, whoa, I need to pay attention to her. And then of course it's got the heart on the background. So this is the Gaia Oracle. Can you hear that? I totally agree. You are right on. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, Ashley. Sometimes we just need to spend time with our spouse. Aha! Okay. Did you say, Josh, that you were like totally? What did you say? You said something, and this card just totally hits on it. You've been stuck lately. You've been stuck lately because it's time for you to go inside and do some healing work. And this card just pulled it. And as soon as I tapped into your energy, like I instantly feel stuff around your throat chakra and your heart chakra. So when I feel energy from people, so I read auras. For those of you guys who don't know what that is, we basically all have energy. Just like a table is a table, you know, when you get in a room and it's really super excited, all of a sudden you start to feel excited, right? That's energy. It's just energy. So I actually read it. You guys could read it too if you want to do some knowledge reading and get insight on it. Everybody can do it. So this is a healing deck, and she's actually hugging a tree at the moment, reconnecting with your true nature. So it almost feels like it's time for you to start speaking your truth. That is connected to your heart. So what is it in your heart that you wanted to do? And what is it in your soul, right? It's like, the mind can do so much for us, right? Like there's so much that comes out of the mind, but when we connect it to the heart and we actually start to peel away some of the layers, like Cindy's reading the emotion code. If you have never heard of body talk or emotion code, any of that kind of stuff, Reiki, rapid eye movement, I mean, there's so many modalities, right? Like hypnosis, past life regression therapy, inner child therapy. Like basically there's a modality for anything you're looking for. But you can actually just do some meditations, Joshua. Just go in and start doing a heart wall meditation. And just imagine the layers of your heart kind of just opening up. And I feel like this might be something to do with forgiveness, or something to do with you being blocked with your creativity, or something in your business, which I know I'm all over the place, but it feels like there's quite a bit laying on your heart. Foot zoning. Yes, foot zoning is incredible. So is massage. There's acupuncture, like, right? Even going to the chiropractor shifts my energy, because sometimes I get all out of whack because I carry too much and I don't release it. I don't get people out of my space, and then pretty soon my neck will go out. And it's like, whoa, yeah, foot zoning is incredible. Hypnosis is the new thing I'm into, which I've always wanted to be hypnotized. And I found Echo, Michaela, and Riker are watching. Can you pull a card for Riker? Yeah, what about the little pup? Is she not sitting there with you guys? Okay, Josh, I hope that helps. I would do a meditation on your heart wall, and just go in there and just kind of clean it up, just clear it off, and then watch what starts to happen when you stop thinking so much and get connected to what makes your heart happy, right? Like if you're looking for inspiration or any of that kind of stuff, just go, like when you get that nudge that says go for a drive, be like, okay, I guess I'm going for a drive. Does anybody want to come with me? Right? And then just start driving. And then pretty soon you'll see a sign, or, pass somebody that you knew, and all of a sudden all these thoughts keep coming in. And then go to your heart and figure out where that heart center is. And if you're not journaling, please journal, because it will change your life. And I can feel it in my throat chakra. You're not speaking your truth all the way. There's something you're holding back. There's something you're no longer babysitting. Yep, okay. Clearing that throat chakra. Love it. All right, let's see. I'm so glad you went through your stuff yesterday, Arizona. Okay, let's see. She got picked up earlier. All right. I think I kind of lost my place, so I'm going to do Chelsea and then Nikki. Okay, I will pull a card for Riker. He's such a good sport. Jackie read my husband's energy today. That was kind of cool. I was like, Nick, are you sure you're okay with this? He's like, yep. Whoa, affirmation card, achievements. And look at the pretty flower, Riker. It's like Chelsea could have painted it for you. It says, keep focused on your dream, because it's happening and it's here and it's right there. Just keep being focused on it. I freaking love that card. And that is a pretty easy peasy, simple explanation. And I think I have to go into that for you guys, because I know that it's all panning out and working, because you guys are so positive and just keep moving forward toward your dreams. Okay, Nikki. Yes. The Temptress. Seduction, deceit, and a broken promise. What this card means to me is it's time to get really, really honest with yourself. It's time to go in and start doing the work, right? Like reading the books, journaling, getting into a state of gratitude. I don't think... I'm actually going to read what that one says. The Temptress. Number 15, it's a 6 card. Okay, so this also means that everything that you're going through, it has a purpose. Everything that you have been through, it has a purpose. And it's almost, and I hope I can be bold with you, but it's almost like you have to shift how you think about what has happened, because it's happened because it was supposed to. You almost, you essentially chose the things that you go through. As hard as that is and as shitty as that sounds, we essentially pick it first so that we can experience it and expand on it, and then reach down and help more people. And I know that always sounds really hard. Like when I first heard that I picked everything, I was like, well, then why did I pick my dad to have suicide? Why did I pick that I can't have kids anymore? Like, why did I pick that stuff? But after the healing and after the journey and after understanding it and becoming more aware of things, I get it. I know it sucks, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. And I mean, I'd do it all over again to be where I'm at today. I would have done a little bit of different things. I would have spoke my truth more. I would have told my dad I loved him in the last conversation that we had, but I did that in letters, and I talked to him in heaven, right? So, let's see. There might be some deceit in your life. don't be seduced by the glitz and glamour. So kind of just start paying attention, right? The affirmation of this is I listen to and trust my intuition. I look at every situation from a grounded and balanced viewpoint. Every positive has a negative and vice versa. I look beyond the superficial and I find the truth. I look for substance and I'm not swayed by wild promises. So if there's something that you're like trying to make a decision on, or if there's something coming into your space where it's like too good to be true, you know, this just doesn't seem like right, then really go in and ask yourself, you know, is this something I'm supposed to be doing right now? Is this something I'm really supposed to be putting my energy towards? Is this really something for me? Because if it isn't, you'll get a no. And you once you start to listen to that intuition, you'll understand what a yes feels like and what a no feels like. I listen to and trust my intuition. That gut feeling, like, oh, I shouldn't go down this road. Oh, I shouldn't go through the forest right now. Like, right? Like, maybe I should just sit in my car. Trust it because it's trying to tell you something. And if you don't, you'll just go through another experience and you'll learn something new, and then you'll be stronger and have thicker skin, and you'll overcome it, because we go through things in our life that are to help. You are absolutely welcome, Josh. Yay. Hi, Kylina. Okay, well, who knew I was going to pull cards tonight? Thank you guys for being here with me. I did post my website. I'm going to see if Christy's feeling good enough to kind of change some of my prices on my website. So if you are interested in card pull or anything, I do it all digital, and I've got some pretty good specials going on. My group still does have a special. You get a stone and an oil every month, and a cool quote, and it comes in a pretty pink package, and that's kind of fun. And that's still only $11 a month. It is going to go up once I start getting in there and doing a bunch more stuff, but you know, I just kind of had to get back on the horse. And so thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my Facebook. Thanks for putting up with my lives every day, because as fun as it is, I want to be able to create value for you guys. And if you do find value in them, feel free to share them. They're on my YouTube channel if you want to watch them again. I've had people ask me if I could do podcasts. I have a podcast now because, yeah, I don't do that stuff until people start asking, and it's been asked for. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your night. How old is your daughter, Ashley? Kids are funny around me. I never in a million years understood why kids in Walmart would come hug me, and I would be like, I'm so sorry, I don't know your child. Like, it's so weird. But now I kind of embraced it, because I think when you're a doula and you get to see life come into this earth, I think that kids have this awareness of who you are. And I'm glad that she likes listening to me. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. And I hope you guys have a good night. Oh yeah, 11. Great age. I send you massive love, dear daughter of Ashley's. Just remember that you are beautiful 100%, no matter what happens in your life, no matter what people say. Gain that confidence now. Trust who you are, because you are one of the most beautiful souls on this planet. And I think that our kids need to hear that more often. No matter what kind of struggles you're going through, you're never alone. No matter what kind of obstacles you overcome, they just make you stronger. And that is legit the truth. So find something that helps you get that out. Journaling, praying, meditating, you know, sitting in your bathtub, whatever it is. Like, just find an outlet, because that will help you immensely through the next couple years. All right, guys. Peace out. Talk to you guys tomorrow.